Saludos a todos and welcome to the Disney Afternoon Collection, a collection of the classic Disney Capcom NES games from back by when. Well, I'm playing on the PlayStation 4, but I believe it's also on the Xbox, not on the Nintendo, sadly, I think, I'm not sure. But it's been a while since I played these games, and I definitely didn't just lose like one or two episodes because I was recording the incorrect microphone. Yeah, that never happened. Today we're going to be playing Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. Just a bit before we start, all of these games most of these games I played back when we used the Nintendo Entertainment System, which we still have and in working conditions, by the way. But yeah, we owned these two DuckTales and Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. We rented Tailspin, but it was way too hard and we'd never rented it again. Darkwing Duck, I believe we rented these. I think my older brother beat it. I'm not sure. I don't remember playing DuckTales 2 ever. But I mean, maybe it was just me being just a dumb little kid. Chip 'n Dale 2, I think we rented these just once because, well, it was 1994. The NES was, going out. But as I said, we're going to play one of my favorite games of all time, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. Not only did I love this game, but I absolutely adored the cartoon. Yes, early morning cartoons, we did get them here in Mexico, and with good translations as well. Dubs, I suppose I should say. I really miss the Saturday morning cartoons, Disney cartoons. I mean, I may be old and cranky now, but I don't really like the cartoons that we're getting right about these times. And I always loved Chip. That's why I'm playing as Chip. You could play Chip or Dale. And if you're playing with a friend, because this was a Nintendo game, so co-op was heavily encouraged. Then you can play with both at the same time, which can be harder in most cases, because the screen follows the one that's up front. If you lag behind, then you're gonna die, and there's one specific stage in which it is way harder to play as Chip and Dale. So I suppose it was part of the challenge if you were playing with your brother, or you go to a friend's house. It's kind of harder to beat, thus giving you more time to that's weird. More time to enjoy the game. But I don't know, might be just me. Okay. Sorry if I sound a bit off. As I mentioned, I didn't just lose an episode or two where I explained all of this and more. Oh, that was sad. I was recording with the Oculus Rift's microphone, but at least I got this technique right now. Wasn't the fastest. Yeah, I watched a lot of speed runs. Oh, there's no life up there. Oh no. I believe this was run on last AGDQ, maybe the last two. I don't know, but I just saw this and it was awesome. Some of these stages I never played, or never usually played, I should say. Like this stage, I don't quite remember what this is. I don't know why, Maybe when we were kids, we just wanted to beat it the fastest. And it's not like I had much say on where we should be going. Oh, that was my own fault. I am still the youngest in the family, so yeah, if my brother said we're going to some place, we were going to that place. Maybe. I don't really remember that much about playing this game. I should be completely honest. Okay, that's entirely a lie. I remember playing this game, and I remember loving it. I just don't remember the specifics when I was playing the game. Okay, no life here. It's on the bottom. Oh, so story. Ha. Turns out there is a story. At first, Mandy lost her kitten, and then the rescue rangers were going to help. But then turns out Fat Cat's planned this all out, and there was no kitten, and he kidnapped Gadget, and she made this wireless phone. Which, bear in mind, this is 1990, way before cell phones were invented. So this was a huge thing back then, a huge futuristic thing. I don't know if it was huge, but it was futuristic at the time. Yeah, she gives you tips on the stages that you can choose. I'll be playing all of the stages just because this game isn't all that long. If you ever played Nintendo games, then there were two kind of games. The short and, I don't know how to call them, sweet, I guess. Like this game, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, and the DuckTales games. And then there were the awfully difficult just for the sake of being difficult games. Like, well, maybe I'm just bad at the game, but I'd say Tailspin in this collection, or Contra. And I know why they did it that way. It was just that, well, you played more game with just, you know, technology didn't help a lot. That you couldn't have amazing games back at well, they were amazing games, but like huge games like today's standards. Just because, well, you know, as I mentioned, the technology wasn't just at that point. Also, these are my favorite enemies, the chameleons that turn into whichever chipmunk they see. So if you're playing with Chip and Dale, or, well, either one, then they turn to each other. I don't know why. I mean, it's fun to see, but it's not really like you're going to confuse your friend with one of those things. I hope. Ow. Sorry, I was trying focusing on the fight. Okay, change on me. Life! No! Ah! And those bonus stages, after each stage, you can find one star that gives you a 1-up. But it's random each time, so yeah. Oh, I should probably mention about the game, how it plays, or something. So, as I said, this was out in the Nintendo and the NES. So you only have two buttons, other than the D-pad. The A and B, well, in the Nintendo, I'm playing on the PlayStation 4, so I have X and Square. Yeah, the other two don't do nothing. And you move, you jump, and you pick up things. And throw, I suppose. Yeah, throw things. So, your main form of attack, as you've seen already many times, is just throwing stuff. Usually boxes, there are cinder blocks as well, and I missed that life. Dang it. Oops. God! That wasn't worth it! That wasn't worth it. Okay, I just wasted a life trying to get a life, and I didn't even get it. Well, I could mention that the flower tokens that we're gathering, those give you lives after after a certain amount, maybe 100. Usually, that's how these games used to work. Get 100 of something and get something else. When you throw boxes, you can throw in 3 ways. When you're standing still, you throw high, I suppose. If you crouch and press the throw button, you toss a low box or whatever vehicle you're carrying. That helps with these kind of enemies that when they're inactive, they don't do much. They're below your usual height. For example, in this one, if I toss high, it won't hit. But if it's low, then it's a hit. And the one is toss up. You can't throw your things down. But that doesn't really matter because if there's whenever you need to defend from something that's coming from beneath you, you usually just hide on whatever you're carrying. You can't. Okay, that was awesome. Wow. You can't hide in apples or wood or the boss fight balls. I still don't get that life. Okay. And yeah, more tips from gadgets. Going to E now. This is one of the other stages that I don't really remember that much because, as I mentioned, I didn't really play much of most of the stages. Also, those different colored wood planks, they hurt you if you touch them, even if they're not falling. Oh, also, here's coming the enemy that I hate the most. These things. You can hit them when they're hiding in the bushes, which, I mean, it's kinda cool when you can do the same practically. But just look at them walk. Yeah. Those, what are they even? I'm not even sure what insect those are. Beetles, maybe? I don't know, but those things, they could clearly stand on their hind legs. Look at them. But they still crawl at you. That's just, I don't know, messed up? It's weird. I don't know how else to call it. It's off-putting, I suppose I could say instead. And this part of the stage is awesome because when I played it, I thought I was crossing a lake, but no, you're just going across a fountain in the park. And this mechanic with the hammer is just used, as far as I know, in this stage. And as I said, I usually didn't play this stage, so I usually didn't get to use the hammer. But it's pretty cool. Just a little gimmick like this. Ow, I messed that up. Oh. And here's a boss that I hate. This is... I say... Okay. This, to me, is the hardest boss. Just because of the sheer amount of stuff it throws at you when you're not hitting it. And, okay, never mind. It just... Wow. In the recording that I definitely didn't lose, yeah, it was awful. I keep dying to that fish because he shot crazy stuff at me. It was just bullet hell. that. Oof. Okay, so this stage, I believe it is this the one where playing co-op is the hardest. And when I get to that point, I'll show you why. Oh. Okay, I don't know why Neo was added to my downloads. I don't own the game. This is the place. Uh-oh. What did I do? Oh, I can still jump from here. Yeah, this place. This is awful when you're playing the game. It's entirely random. Oh, how I mean, they're not in a cycle. Well, that was awesome that I just did that. They are on a timer, but if you, depending on at what time you arrive to that that scene, I suppose, it's how they're going to come out. And if you're playing with two people, you bump against each other. You don't go through the other chipmunk. So, whoop. It's hell. It's just awful trying to do that with two people. What we usually do, or did, when we played this game, was to just pick up the other chipmunk and run with them like that. Like, as if they were a box. Yeah, you pick them up and you can throw them. They don't, I believe they don't damage the enemies, but you can carry them off like that. Sorry, just trying to not die in here. Okay. Ah! Ah! Oh, okay. I'm going up. Oh, so yes. So cinder blocks, you can use them multiple times, but boxes and the logs or the apples, they just are wasted. Ah. So I shouldn't need to mention this, but what? I guess it hit the box before it hit me, and that's why that happened. But still, damn it. Dang it. Life. Okay, we're going to stay here. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. That's the word. If you see those like a lot of stuff on top of each other, you are more than likely supposed to be using your friend as a platform, because you can pick it up and throw it upwards. Or okay, that was almost optimal. Or I think they can jump on your head as well. I don't entirely remember that. And hey, we rescued Gadget, and yeah, we gave her flowers because we were carrying those to give them to her when we rescued her, or something, I don't know. I never understood this. Why do you need to go on a rocket to space and then come back just to a different map? I don't know. It was fun. Actually, this is a good place to stop. Just the last three stages left in the game. But yeah, good place to stop. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Jalisco out.